Hi everyone, welcome to Comfort Life channel. It's Irina here today and I'm sharing with you everything I use for my skin. So I need to give you a little bit of information about my skin. So I'm 36 years old. I have combination skin, which is oily in the T-zone and I would say sensitive and dry in the rest of the areas. And I could have an occasional breakout, usually if it's stress related, not so much food related, honestly. And I say that during a certain time of the monthly situation period, I could have a breakout as well. Now, I would say that some of the projects I use might seem a little pricey, but over the years, when I reached the point when my skin was really like sensitized, that was no joke. And so I went to see um, an esthetician, I think it was, once, and she recommended me a couple of products. And basically, it's been 2 years ago, and since then, I don't really buy anything else. So basically, I'm saving money, not experimenting, getting other products that don't work for my skin. And if you wait for, say, some sale, which doesn't really happen often on those websites. And I mean, I know that I'm coming towards my late 30s, and I know that it's important, and I've never felt my skin never felt so good. So I will start with the first thing I do. I will have a separate video about how I wash my face and why I do it a certain way. So I would say that I would start with the toner, and I think everybody who has internet right now know that you must start with the toner always. I would say, not I would say, I guess science says that when you use the toner, it sort of helps out all the products that are going to be used on the skin get absorbed better and faster. Another tip I could give you, if you have really, really dry skin and those hand creams don't really do much, you could use toner, moisturizing, hydrating toner on your hands first, and then you apply that hand cream or whatever. So that's the Zeo Skin Health. It's a calming toner. It says it's pH balancer. Well, this is really good, especially for sensitized skin that I have, which means my pH was like over the roof or under the roof, or basically it was not in balance. So I use that. If you follow my channel, you know that I don't use those traditional cotton pads. I use gauze, believe it or not. I just buy it in like large squares and then I cut them, a little bit of work, but it's good because I don't like the feeling of those cotton pads on my skin. Especially if you're suffering from acne, I would recommend you to follow that trick. And they don't really absorb as much product and I don't lose that much. So I think that's really important here. Now, the next thing I would do is well, well, first, when you just start, use it. It says here AM, but I would say start using it at PM. And that's the Exfoliant Forte. It's an exfoliation enhancer. So that's by Abaji here. Here it is. Can you see it? Here. I would list everything in a description. So it says here to use it daily in the morning, but I never use it in the morning. I use it in the evening. And I remember that the lady said that once you build up the tolerance towards it, you could use it twice a day. But I honestly don't really feel like I need it in the morning, so I use it only in the evening. The next thing I use, and I swear by that product, is another Zeo Skin Health. It's a hydrating cream. I never buy the full size product because it's like $120, 12 or something dollars. I usually buy a travel size product, and it really, I could use it for like 3 months for sure. And I use it morning and night. I feel like this is the product that makes my skin feel so good and look good, because I discovered with time that I actually do need to moisturize my skin, because I used to have a lot of breakouts before. I didn't suffer from like acne, but I did have a lot of breakouts, and I thought that I need to dry it out, trying to get rid of them, and I really like wreaked so much havoc on my skin. Now, after I started moisturizing it with the correct product, I noticed that that makes the whole difference. As an example, I couldn't get a hold of this cream once, so I got the Abadi Hydrate. It's facial moisturizer, and I could say this is very, very light and not enough for me, even though I have combination skin. Now, if you suffer from excessive oiliness in the T-zone area, there are many products right now that could help you out with that, especially if you're wearing makeup. So, or if you say have very, very dry skin on your cheeks, you could use that sparingly. but I wouldn't really recommend getting both. Just this for me is really, really good. The next thing I just got, and that's something new, that's the Zeo Skin Health, and that's the Sunscreen Plus Primer, and it's a broad spectrum SPF 30. So that is something I discovered, and I'm very happy I did. I was really hesitant to try it for a long time. Um, I can explain because my skin is the way it is when it's humid summer months, and where I live, it's always humid summer months. I cannot tolerate any sunscreen on my skin. I know the I think it's Elta MD is a very popular one. I just can't. I feel like my face is suffocating. I have excessive sweating. It doesn't look good. I don't feel good, and of course it's not really a good thing for breakouts. Now, this product, because it is a primer, I think, if you like touch your skin afterwards, it's like it soothes it, it glides it, and it gives you a little bit of a beauty enhancer situation thing, because it's, I guess because it's a primer, it smoothes everything up, and I don't feel it throughout the day at all. Well, I haven't used it in July yet, but it's been like 80 degrees here already, and I've been outside, and I could wear, I don't really wear foundation. I'm more like just conceal the places on my face, the spots which need concealing. But I am very happy with this one. So if you want, you could definitely try it out. And the last thing in my routine that I just recently got, I wasn't really a retinol girl because my skin doesn't do well with retinol. As I said, it could be very dry and sensitive. So I got the Skin Medica retinol complex. That's the very, very beginning of a retinol situation. It's 0.25%. And I know we always think that more is better, but actually with retinol, and especially when you try it out, and if it's a good quality product, less is more. I noticed that you start using not every day, maybe like twice a week. I noticed that if when it was winter months, it's the heat is on, and my skin is always dry during this months. But thankfully, where I live now, it's not very long, and I figured that it really dries my skin. But what I tried, maybe you know about this, it's called a sandwich method. So instead of applying this first and the moisturizer second, you do it vice versa. You apply moisturizer first, and then you apply this second. Maybe you could just top it off with another layer of moisturizer if you want to. But basically, I know there is a lot saying about purging when you start using retinol. I think I could relate to that a little bit. I think I could, but normally purging is supposed to resolve within 2 weeks to a month, and then your skin's supposed to reap the benefits. Now the summertime is coming, and I'm honestly a little hesitant because I've never used retinol before. So if you have any experience of using retinol in summer months, I mean, I know that I'm supposed to use the good SPF afterwards in the morning, but if you could share, please do, because I don't know, I'm really maybe thinking stop using it during summer months. Is it stupid? Should I continue? So any feedback would be really, really beneficial. So this is it. This is all I use. Again, I know it could be a little bit on the pricey side, but I use a product for several months, honestly. So I feel like it's worth it. And actually, over the counter cosmetics and skincare products got a little bit more expensive over the years too. So now watch my other video about why I wash my face with two different things and what things those are. If you have any questions, I will be more than happy to provide any feedback, because I know, again, when the product is pricey, you are hesitant to try it because you don't believe that it could suit your needs. So yeah, if you have any experience with any of the products, maybe you have some favorite products of your own that you would share with us, I would greatly appreciate it. And just say hello in the comments. I would love to hear how you're doing, guys. So I wish you all the best, and I'm excited to see you in my next video. And the moisturizer fell down. Bye.